Hello, I'm Denver Henderson for the Williams County Public Library, continuing our series, Lay Me Down to Rest, the Cemeteries of Williams County. And today we are at the Nettle Lake Cemetery in Northwest Township. The Nettle Lake Cemetery is connected to the Nettle Lake United Brethren Church, which is across the road from it. Now, Nettle Lake area has an interesting history. First, I want to dispel a myth. Nettle Lake itself is not the largest natural lake in Ohio, nor is it the deepest. I'm sorry. But this area was settled primarily by the Kintai family, and there are so many of them buried in this cemetery that it's often called the Kintai Cemetery. Nettle Lake, the settlement itself, started out as the Northwest Post Office and was a small settlement. Of course, it was ran by Jacob Kintai. I am standing at the grave of William Mclean, a pioneer of Northwest Township. He and his family arrived here when it was virgin timber, populated by bear and panther. He is the only War of 1812 veteran buried in this cemetery, honorably serving in that war. His son also had the call to duty. And this is William Mclean's son, William Mclean, who carried on the family tradition of service by serving in the Civil War. He was also a very prominent farmer here in Northwest Township and held a lot of very prominent positions. As I've said in other segments, he was a notary public. Kintai is a prominent name in the history of Northwest Township, and it all begins with this man, Jacob Kintai. He was one of the early pioneers of this township. He owned a lot of property around here, and he had a prolific family. All of the Kintais in Williams County can basically trace their existence to the Kintais that are buried in this cemetery. Now, Jacob's son, Ferris Kintai, features in another episode in the Billingstown Cemetery. If you'll remember, Mr. Billings was bought out by a Kintai, and that little settlement started to be known as Kintai Town. It was Ferris Kintai who bought the general store in Billingstown, but he joined his family here in Nettle Lake Cemetery. I'm standing in the northeast corner of Nettle Lake Cemetery, which is home to the more recent burials. Unfortunately, because of the terrain of Nettle Lake Cemetery and the difficulty of bringing in digging equipment, probably within our lifetime this will be a closed cemetery and plots will cease to be sold. But this storied cemetery is home to some of the earliest pioneers not only of this township but of this county, and deserves our reverence. And it is in a beautiful setting. For the Williams County Public Library, I'm Denver Henderson. Stay safe, stay healthy, I bid you peace.